Yo, what is up? Today I'll be reviewing a new anime called Shingeki no Kyojin. And to tell you the truth, I found this anime through For Neverworld. He made a review of it, and the way he described it is just sounded so amazing. The way he expressed the anime visuals, the animations, the story, everything. It sounded like an anime which I had to watch, and I have got to agree. It does seem quite interesting so far. However, I would like to see how it will develop because right now it's just a bunch of people fighting titans. But anyway, yeah, because of whenever when I've started watching this new anime, I'm not really sure what it's called. I think it's gonna be called Attack on the Titans. I think that's what it actually means. Um, the Japanese word for it. I think it actually translates into Attack on Titan. I'm not really sure about that, but yeah, now I'll be reviewing this anime. So this is the episode 1 review, and to tell you the truth, I completely agree with Fun of a World. If you want to check out his review, just go on his channel, you find it. But he describes and the animation of this thing absolutely brilliant. He claims that it's one of the best that he's ever seen, and I've got to agree. It is one of the best I've ever seen as well. But I think this is mainly focused in the beginning because I could not believe the animation which they used in the beginning. It proper seemed like the animation they would use for like a movie. That kind of animation. I don't think that this kind of animation would stay though, because I think it'd be just too much for, like, it would cost too much for them to have. But the anime does get a lot of points for the animation, which was used in the first fighting scene. We don't really see much of it, but the moments we do see, it was amazing. Another thing which this anime is about titans, like some giant monsters. I'm not really sure what they are, but they look a lot like humans. But afterwards, we get to see a giant one appear. Like, I don't know if you guys watch Naruto, but in Naruto, the Nine Tails is summoned, like, and it attacks Leaf Village. This kind of reminds me of what happens in the Titans, because in Titans there's like a huge giant monster who is just summoned, and there's like a huge group of people who are surrounded by a giant wall to protect themselves from these titans. But this I think this is the only time they've ever seen that is actually taller than this wall. I have no idea. I can't remember how big it was, but it was pretty big. The size of a normal titan is like only 1/3 or maybe even less. It may be even shorter than it. But this time looked quite massive. I don't know why they were butt naked, but I just want to know why the hell did they look like humans? Like it's kind of weird. I wanted them to explain it, but the one that was summoned looked like more like it was like really red. It was like a devil kind of color. I'm not really sure how they explain it, but it was really good. We get to see a lot of things in this first episode. We get to see a little boy. Sorry, I'm not really familiar with the names yet, so just bear with me. I'll get to know the names after when I start watching more. But the main character is like a little boy. Oh, who gets to see his mother, who wants to become one of these I can't remember what they called. Like, he wants to join a group of people who like goes into the outside worlds. I'm not really sure what they do. I think they just protect the people, protect everything, and like scour the outside world. But this guy's really eager to learn what's outside. He doesn't want to stay up like a caged animal inside these walls. However, once the walls are breached, the titans start coming in, and like chaos falls upon everyone because it's been over 100 years since these walls were made and no one has ever breached it, and to suddenly have their wall breached, it caused terror and chaos. But one thing which I would like to mention is, once this all started, the main character's mother was trapped inside like a little, like a rubble of their house, and one of the people that joined the forces to go in the outside world, like a guard, came to save her, but the mother asked him to save the children instead. But he thought he would be able to handle the monster, but once he got close to the monster, he shook in fear, and you really get to see how terrified these people are of these creatures. Like, this guy had no, he was so afraid of this monster that he actually he just froze. That's all he did. He just cowered away and took the children away, and this is where it actually ends. But he was a coward to not be able to handle that monster. His job is to protect people, but he just ran and left the mother behind. But he did indeed save the two children. Apparently, but the mom's legs were broken. But the saddest part of this episode was that the children saw the Titan eat the mother. The Titan ripped this mother apart and chewed it. Obviously, we don't see it. Like, we see part of it, but we get to see all the blood splattering everywhere. Ooh, it was quite gruesome. And the fact that this child saw all of that, and well, this child is not gonna bear that image in his mind forever. I just want to see how this character will develop. How is that God going to develop? Is he going to get stronger? Is he going to get weaker? Is he going to be a coward now? What? I'm interested to see how this plot develops. But anyway, this was my review of the first episode of I'm just gonna call it Attack on Titans. I don't know what that name was. I can't remember. But anyway, this is Salamander signing off. See you on the next episode.